Hey, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Joshua here with Salty Scales. So today I'm going to be showing you an up-close tutorial with spool high-speed bearings and how to change them on your Baitcaster. Now, each Baitcaster that you purchase these off the website, they may be a little different, but for the most part, they're going to be very, very similar. So I'm going to try to get you some high quality up-close shots on how to change it. Pretty simple. Let's jump in and we'll get it done. Alrighty, so here's the spool high-speed bearings, and as you can see here, I got these off of spoolhigh-speed.com. And like I was telling you also before, these are compatible with the Cast King reel as well, so a lot of these are interchangeable. So let's jump in and see what we're dealing with. Very first thing that I'm going to do is remove the side plate of this reel. I do that by compressing the button here and then turning counterclockwise, and this allows you access to your centrifugal system. The very first thing that we got to look at here is this bearing right here. Now you're going to see that there's this very little spring inside of here that is the only thing holding that bearing in place. So you want to be very, very careful when you're trying to grab it out of there, because it will fly out on you. So I took a little screwdriver here and I popped that little spring loose. Now you want to grab a hold of it to prevent it from flying out, and that's the little guy that you want to put aside. Now this should give you access to your bearing. So see that? Little bearing just popped right out, and there she is. Alright, so now what I want to do is open up my package here, my new bearings. Now the orange seals that you see in the package of the new high speed or high spool speed bearings are for salt water, so you won't have to use them if you're only planning to use this for fresh water. Alright, got them all out here. Lay this over here so it don't blow away. Now you'll see after looking at this, I mean, they don't really give you a whole lot of instructions. So you pretty much got to use somewhat common sense here. You could clearly see that this bearing matches this bearing in the sense of size and shape. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and place this bearing inside of here. Push it in. Take our little spring, lay it inside of here. There's a little groove. That's what you want to start it on. It's going to be somewhat difficult for me to show you this on film. You just want to make sure you're holding this spring to keep it from flying. See how it just popped right into place? Now what I like to do is take my little screwdriver here, make sure that it's sitting in that groove, and according to what I could see, it is sitting in there just fine. That's going to hold the bearing in place. Easy peasy, right? Alright, so now for the trickier part. What you want to do is go ahead and remove your spool, and now you're going to find that there's a bearing on this side. There's also a little cotter pin. One has a larger edge or a larger side than the other. What we're going to have to do is squeeze that pin out without breaking it or bending it to remove that little bearing. Let's make it happen. Alright, so here you'll see on this side, this is a lot smaller in diameter than this side. So they do make a special tool for this, which I don't have. So what I'm going to use are some needle nose pliers. Now you got to really be careful so that way you're not bending or breaking that pin, because then you'll have to order a new one, and that's not fun. We're trying to get this job accomplished, task done today. So let's see if we can get this pin out. All I want to do is just put one side of the plier on the actual shaft and the other side on the pin, and we're going to gently try to squeeze this out of place. So this pin is now broke free. Just take my little needle nose, pull that right out, just like that. And now, this bearing is going to slide right on off the shaft, just like that. I'm going to put that aside. Now I have a new bearing here that I'm going to place right over this shaft. Simple as 1, 2, 3. Now what you want to do is take your pin, place that into the hole, and you're going to do just the opposite. You're going to take your pliers and you're going to literally push that back into place. As you can see, The new bearing has been added, and look at this. That thing is spinning, so I can tell you, it should make a difference. Put the side plate back on. There she goes. Nice, nice. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so that's a wrap. That's how you change out these little bearings that are really gonna hopefully help improve the casting. Now, all we can do is go test it.